This is a huge paradox. That much DNA could have never accumulated unless it was first protected by repair mechanisms. But the repair mechanisms themselves require at least this much DNA.
So that's just one of many paradoxes and many challenges. It's only one chapter in the book. Do humans and bacteria share genes that came from a common ancestor? So we want to ask science that question. Is it repeatable? Can you study it prospectively? Do you think there's any bias? And then many assumptions are required as well. And it's not disclosed, like, hey, we're going to start by assuming that we have common ancestry. So then we have overstated claims as well. You can see this is kind of dripping with confidence, even though it isn't. So this statement belongs way down there on the low confidence side. So what evidence do we have to support big-scale evolution? There's a big focus on really 4 key areas, which are the fossil record, geographic distribution, vestigial organs like your appendix, and comparing different life forms. So basically the best data that they got, it's the best stuff I got, and it fails all 6 of these criteria. In fact, all of these forms of evidence fail all 6 of those criteria, and that's detailed quite a bit in this book. It goes through how that works. But all of this is surprisingly very low confidence evidence. Is there any high confidence evidence about macroevolution? And there certainly is. 2 out of 2,000 letters were changed. That time they actually grew 10,000 generations of bacteria in a lab, and it did not fix the problem. This never came back to function. It could not evolve its way out of that. And I'll do a little summary here then, that in this case, evolution failed to repair a gene that you already gave it 99.9% completeness. It just had to tip it over the edge, and it couldn't do it. So if it couldn't fix it starting with 99% there, then how could it ever have evolved from a lot less than 99%, right? Impossible. The key part of this is that this meets all the criteria for high confidence. It's repeatable, it's prospectively designed, it's directly measured, bias and assumptions. And so the high confidence evidence in this big study is telling us that evolution is pretty constrained. So this conflict is solvable if we simply apply science properly. We recognize its limitations and we don't kick God off from the start.